with Mike Jokes, me, Khalid, and Keith, I think we have a great unit, great tight end. Also missing my boy Jake, but I think when we get back, we all gonna be a strong unit.
With Jake hurt and obviously Devin kind of more full-time at wide receiver, you're that elder statesman of the group. Are you kind of helping some of the younger guys along, or even Keith, who has played on defense for the last couple of years?
Yeah, it's a transition being a leader, being the guy from looking up to finally, being able to help out. So I just think that, I give with my 2 years of knowledge that I have, and I try to spread as much knowledge as I can with everybody.
Has it been a sort of thing where with a new offense you're almost starting from scratch with everybody else, or does that experience still help you?
Every offense basically, it's not based off the same things, but there are certain principles that stay the same. So I'm able to help with certain principles that were the same in the last year's offense, but also this year. So I think that I offer what I can, but it's new to everybody.
Brady Hoke said that you had caught more passes in the first couple weeks of spring ball than you had in your entire first couple years. Is that about accurate?
I would definitely support that. When I caught my touchdown last year, that was probably the fourth pass I think I ever caught in my life. So, so I think it was definitely a transition. Finally, just being able to get my hands around things, but it came pretty natural. So,
do you feel comfortable though catching the ball?
I feel a ton comfortable out there. It's not surprising when the ball comes to me or anything like that. So, and my Coach Frio has done a great job with helping me in that role. Coach Hope just sitting me down, Coach Nuss. I mean, they've all done a great job with helping me. I haven't done the journey alone.
And back when you were in high school, I think some people thought maybe you were going to bulk up and be an offensive lineman. You look like you're a lot skinnier now. What are you coming in at? And
I was 275 probably at the start of winter conditioning, and I dropped down to 260. So that's helped with me being more mobile. And, Coach Wilman's done a great job with me losing weight. Had to give up the nachos. That was my big thing. I love nachos. That was my go-to. But, so with all that transition with my body, that's helped me become a better route runner as well.
Have you felt yourself feel more explosive out there?
I feel a lot more explosive. I feel a lot more quicker in my steps when I step off the ball. And then also when I'm out wide, I can get a little bit more shake off the line now, which I'm not more accustomed to. I'm used to just bruising, battling down there. So it's nice to be able to be light and be able to have those things.
Can you talk about the difference between what Coach Nuss is running right now compared to the Borges' system last year?
Well, the offenses they're pretty similar in certain aspects. There are certain principles that stay the same, but the way you run certain kind of things, the way that Nuss incorporates more of a naked game off the run, the way the play action is, the way tight ends use protections. There's all different kinds of things that Nuss is doing, but I mean the way that he's teaching it, the way that he's running it, he's simplified it for us as much as he can, and it's actually coming to us pretty easy.
Who stood out so far as players that you've noticed picking up the system pretty quickly?
Well, I think that there's a tight end unit. I think that, Keith has done a good job coming over, from defense. And also, I got to give it to freshman Freddie Canteen. He's done a great job adjusting, to just coming in out of high school. I think he's done an excellent job. And also, Wilton Spate coming in. I mean, all these young guys, everybody's doing a great job and handling it really well.
What have you done to try and help Keith Heitzman along in terms of learning the position?
Well, with the position, the offenses they changed, but some of the principles are still the same. So I try to teach them some of the principles that we used last year and certain things like with footwork this, footwork that. But Coach Frio's done a great job with Keith, and we sit down in meetings and we get through it. So I mean, Coach has done a great job and Keith's done a great job learning it.
Is Jake Butt still pretty involved in the meeting room?
Oh, absolutely. I wouldn't let Jake go anywhere because that's my guy. That's been my right hand. I took him under my wing when he first got here. I love that kid to death, and I wouldn't let him leave the tight end room just due to injury. He's still part of this team just as much as anybody else.